And check. Ooh, welcome. Yeah, welcome to today's stream. Here we are with another 777 today. We fly 777 every week. It's cool. Today it's an interesting flight actually. We are in Ethiopia, of course, as you can see from the livery. Let me fix this. All right. So this is gonna be the flight. We are flying from Mekele to Addis Ababa or Ababa. I don't know how to pronounce it honestly, which is gonna be a problem for all the live stream or whatever. Two interesting airport. I mean, 7,400 feet high, our departure, and 7,700. Okay, no, it's this 7,000. Yeah, almost 700 feet high our arrival. We're gonna fly a nice area of quite high altitude mountains, to be honest. 12,000 feet, as you can see here. Yeah, it's pretty high. Last time we flew here, I think was a little bit cloudy, so we didn't enjoy that much the area. But yeah, today we should be okay. Apparently, we will see. But yeah, if we have good weather, it's gonna be very interesting. And the approach on Addis Ababa is very, very cool. Very cool approach. We're gonna land 07 right. And yeah, there is this which looks like an old volcano or a new, I don't know. Not new, I mean an active maybe. All these are volcano structure, of course. You can definitely recognize them from the shape. Yeah, let's go. It's gonna be interesting. And today we are flying the 777-200 long range version, which is quite a rare one to have. I mean, not quite a rare one to have, but a rare one to see around. It's more powerful than the 200ER, and the range is, of course, way more improved. This plane can really fly long range. So let's jump into the cockpit. All right. Okay, let's wait the classical PMDG stuff. All right. Okay. Look at this bird. What a monster. All right. Let's start preparing our plane. So ground power unit. As always, if you have any question, feel free to ask. Stairs, cargo. Yeah, that's it. Look at this, our plane. Instant attaching. This is pretty cool. The plane is shut off, so you can't open the cargo door. But as soon as I launch the external power, should be available. No, I don't know. Maybe I should. Also, this door closed. Yeah, very interesting. Maybe it's this. No. I'm pretty sure if I relaunch the this, it's gonna touch, but we don't really care honestly. Okay. So I wanted to check something. I wanted to check the auxiliary fuel tank of this plane. Yeah, you know, it can take some time in the 777 to have the system ready. So in the meantime, let's do the weight and balance. Import flight. Okay, let me import the flight from my, into my Navigraph. So okay, let's import. Okay, let me close this stuff here. Oh yeah, of course. Is it link? Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I did a subscription again, so you never know. But let's go. Okay. So zero fuel weight 183.4. Yeah, 0.4. 183.5. Okay. Yeah, 183.5 actually. And fuel 21.3 should be. 21.3. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Cool. Here. Let me try something on the hydraulic. No, this is not working, of course. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So I guess if I do this, so release all. Okay. And now request should connect properly. And this. Let's see. Or maybe not. Well, I don't know. Who cares? Okay, never mind. Never mind. Let's go. Yeah, I saw that another. Yeah, we did. It's not the first time that happened, but yeah, it's okay. Doesn't really matter. I hope it's not. I mean, the plane is working fine. Okay, of course I don't have any hydraulic. Let me try something. Okay, yeah. As soon as it flies, we don't really care about the other. Alright, so. Let's jump here. Pausing it. Route, request, sim brief, select route. It's gonna take some time, as you know, even here. QNH, yeah, we don't have any QNH, but we do have the airport altitude, which is 7,400 feet. Let's sync. I know that we do have a flight plan. 7,400, so the QNH is 1022. Load. Okay. There we go. Ethiopian 010. Activate, execute. Legs. Oh, now it's opening. Wow. Very interesting. Okay, whatever. Route data load. Execute, but let me check something. I don't think the doors are opening here. Or maybe, yeah. Ah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's perfect. Yeah, again, doesn't really matter. Then VNAV, if you want to remove this descent forecast uplink, you can click clear, but the proper way to do it is you have to press VNAV, next page, twice, descent, forecast, load, request, and that's it. As you can see, it disappeared. And perfinite uplink usually is not correct, so let's give a try, but yeah. Okay, 380 is correct actually. Cost index is, yeah, should be okay. Yeah. Alright, so accept this time. Reserves, yeah, perfect. 380, cost index 15. Zero fuel weight, it's this, yeah. Gross weight, alright, we do have to calculate performance. This one I want it to be in takeoff. Yeah, let's calculate performance. We are a very small plane, sorry, not a small plane, small airport. As you can see, our 777 is quite occupying all the, you have free parking stand basically. They don't come here with 777, of course, but the runway is pretty long. It's a 3,500 meter runway, so it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine for us. Okay, so calculate performance. Performance 2. Let's do runway 29er from aircraft. Yeah, okay, yeah, we don't have any meter. So, yeah, you know, this is a classical case when you are flying in a remote area. So how do you deal with that? So QNH, we already have it. It's 1022. Of course, I showed this many times, but again, you can use windy. You go into the area, which is Mekele, should be this. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. It's right here. The airport is this one. Okay. So the wind is. Well, we should change runway actually. Yeah. Oh yeah, 10 knots of. Okay, we can't say 10 knots 0900, the direction more or less is that. But yeah, we should change runway because I scheduled to take off with runway 29er, but it's not correct apparently. So let's check, at this point, let's check the departure together. And then we can, yeah, we can calculate performance. Properties. And let's view, okay. So, let's change the runway. Runway 11, yeah, I know. It's gonna be the one Charlie. Okay, let's try the one Charlie. No, wait a sec. No, it's fine, right? Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. So, Sudan 1 Charlie, runway 11. Nice. Okay, let's give a check to the departure. It's a very simple departure. Take off, left, right turn actually. We have a bunch of altitude constraint, but this plane is light, it's super powerful. Look at this 13,000 feet high peak there. Yeah, we are in a pretty high area, as I told you. So it's gonna be running 11. It's gonna be the Xuda 1 Charlie. Execute. Alright. That's fine. So, wind will be 0900, 11 knots. Should I use this? Yeah, 0900. Is it working like this? Or not? I guess so. Temperature? It's 15 degrees. Oops. Great. KNH 1002. Be sure to be in hectopascal. Sorry, 1022. And let's see if it does work. Alright. Okay, perfect. So our speed is gonna be takeoff 2, selected 38, flaps 5, 141, 141, 142. So let me bring the tablet here. Alright. Init, index, thrust. Okay, so takeoff 2, selected 38. I'm curious. Okay, yeah, 15 degrees about the temperature. Takeoff flaps 5. 141, 141, 142. That's perfect. CG, nice. Trim 3.5. Wow. A very interesting trim. Okay. At this point, if you start, okay, we can turn on the Windows 8. Nice. Traffic. This is fine. 2000. Let's switch this off for the moment. I want this in leg page. I want that in takeoff page. And we can start removing. Okay, let's do the checklist before. Oxygen, flight, adding an altimeter. Altimeter is set. Initial climb, well, it's actually autopilot that, but whatever. Initial climb, we don't have any initial climb, so it's gonna be 12,000 feet. And oops. Okay, adding 110. V2 plus 10, 152. Okay, gonna do the autopilot panel and then the checklist. Flight director, and Navina. Parking brake set. Okay. This is fine. Passenger side. Okay, V2 adding and altitude, it's done. Takeoff speed are done. This is okay. Trim is need to be set, so electrical, hydraulic on. At this point, I'm gonna remove everything from outside. Release. Bye bye. Okay. So trim is 3.5 down. Okay, no, 3.5, not really up and down on the 777. Trim is set. Taxi briefing, takeoff briefing, we did it. Taxi briefing, I'm not gonna do it now because it's... Oh, wait a sec. Actually, maybe we do have... Okay, no, we don't have any. Yeah, this should be a taxiway, apparently, in real life. Maybe. So what we're gonna do is, of course, backtrack. We're gonna enter, we're gonna start up on stand, self-maneuver, backtrack, turn the plane and take off in that direction. That's the plan. This is us. So this is done, and we are ready to start up engine. Beacon lights on. Okay. Before start, beacon is on, fuel pump. Yeah, let me turn on this. This off. Okay, let's go. Let me remove external power and chokes. All right. Volume, we want to hear this engine starting up. All right, starting number 2. This is an auto start, of course. Let's hear it. Look at that. And you start rotating on the opposite direction, as you saw. Very interesting. It's windy a little bit. Oh yeah. Good sound. Very, very good sound. Yeah, in my opinion, I'm not sure about this, but there is a little difference on the sound pack. You know, because the 300ER and the cargo version of the 777 were released in 2020 as well. I mean, they started releasing them on 2020. The 200ER and LR were released when there was already 2024, of course. And I feel like, I mean, the sound were way improved. But I feel like I should do, of course, a comparison, like starting up an engine of a 300ER and then right after a 200ER and feel the difference, if there is any. This is also a different engine type. Wait, it's a different engine type? Oh my god, compared to the... Oh, look at the change of the rotation. Very cool. Compared to the 200ER. But I feel like it's different. Okay. All right. Yeah, TCAS is off. I'm gonna turn it on now. Oops, not this, maybe. Nice. Okay. Nice, we do have a... Both engines are started probably. Let's see on the takeoff, I mean... Because it's long time I don't fly the ER or the 200 ER or LR. Yeah. Kind of curious to see this takeoff. I flew or the 300 and the cargo. Much, actually. RTO, flight control. Okay, that's flight control, let's check here. Should be fine. Yeah, fine and fine. Nice. And, okay. AP off. Let's go door, arm, all. Nice. Door auto. We should do flaps 5, of course, which is 2 knots. Yeah. Flaps 5. Let's also hear the flaps noise. Okay, this is identical. Okay, the flaps sound is identical. Maybe it's just a sensation bias that I have on this plane, but yeah. But yeah, that's a fact. I mean, the cargo version, yeah, the cargo version was released in the 2020 era still. I'm pretty sure. Okay, because I was using it on 20. Yeah, I can't remember now, but so much version. Taxi light, and let's go. Okay. Parking brake released. Terrain on, by the way. I remind you, we are in the middle of Ethiopian mountains. We're gonna stay in the middle of Ethiopian mountains all the way to Addis Ababa. Let's go. Let's go. Look at this. Yeah, it's definitely not an airport for a 777, this one. But who cares? We are in a scene for something. Alright, let's go. Taxi lights are on, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna enter the runway right now, so. Passengers are, yeah, on. That's correct. Okay. Strobe lights and running turn off. We have to turn to the right. Of course, we do have to backtrack. Oh, look at this monster. It's I mean, as big as the terminal. Okay, let's go. Yeah, we do have super strange term, but whatever. Okay. Initial climb is set. Yeah. I remind you, we are a very high altitude airport, so that our rolling will be quite long. You know, there is quite a lot of difference between your indicated airspeed and ground speed. So you're gonna run through the runway pretty fast in a high altitude airport. But it's a long runway, it's 3,500 meters. We are not that heavy. Yeah, we just had 21 tons of fuel. But be prepared for the arrival because it's gonna be very cool. This is just, yeah, there is a mismatch from the SimBrief location. Sorry, from the VATSIM location and the sim location of the airport. But spy at least. Because the Navigraph is perfect. Cabin ready. Okay, here we should turn. Yeah, I'm gonna turn like this. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. There we have it. Slow down. Okay. Landing lights. All right. Be ready. I'm really curious about the sound. Really curious. Because you can say that in the 300 ER you are not that close to the NG, but in the cargo version it's literally at 200. Okay, let's go. Everything looks ready. Let's go. Look at the movement. Brake release. Toga. No, okay, it's the same sound. Okay.
V1.
Rotate. Very gently. To have a very big plane today. Oopa. Okay, positive rate. Gear up. Wow, ooh, wow, look at that. Look at that valley. Autopilot immediately because I want to enjoy the area. Be gentle, autopilot, please. Wow, look at this slope after the takeoff. Man, wow. Super interesting. Right turn. Incredible place. Oh, hi Arush. Which airplane are you using to go to Paro? Alright, speed check. Flaps 1. What a place. Look at this. Alright. And speed check. Flaps up, look at the airport. We just took off from runway 11. What a place. I remind you we are in the Ethiopian mountains. Oh yeah, it's of course accelerating. No. Flight level change. Yeah, this is the classical stuff that can happen, which I completely forgot today. Yeah, I read you. Arush, wait a sec. Oops. Continue climb. Wow, we really want to climb. Wow, 4,000 feet per minute. Yeah, at this altitude, we are already 11,000 feet. Look at this monster. It's raging through the sky. Wow, look at this place. We are climbing 5,000 feet per minute with a 777 at 30,000 feet. Oh my god. Yeah, but how can I help you? What's the problem? Because I don't think yeah, I don't have the landing in Paro in YouTube. I was still streaming with in the other platform. Ah, okay, you don't have Navigraph then. Okay. Yeah, wait just maybe you can find charts in have you checked the Royal Bhutan VATSIM network, VATSIM website? Not the Royal Bhutan, sorry, the Bhutan. But are you online on VATSIM? Oh yeah, is this you? Okay, on the turn. Look at this place. Wow. Yeah, definitely different from the last time we flew here, which was completely cloudy. Today we can finally enjoy the area. Let me turn off this stuff. I'll try to focus a bit on the flight as well, because otherwise... Yeah, you should check VATSIM Bhutan. Okay, we can accelerate now. Enough. Wow. Terrain off. Incredible. Incredible area. Yeah, we can go direct to Mekele. Oh wow, it's the last? What? No, I don't want to go direct to Mekele. Okay, we're already direct to Sudan. Because, I mean, if you're there, I can show you the chart, but yeah, I mean, you really need the chart, because it's an air-nav approach with sharp altitude constraint, which, I mean, it's quite of challenging if you never landed in Paro before. It's very challenging for me land there. Okay. Well, first thing first, you have to land runway 33 in Paro. Yeah, but usually if you check website, for example, VATSIM Bhutan. Ah, wow. No, I don't see any charts. Southeast Asia, maybe. I mean, yeah, you can make a screenshot. Wait a sec. I need a off Paro. One moment. Okay, Victor Oscar Papa Romeo. No. Victor Quebec Papa Romeo? No. What? I literally did the approach. What? They removed the charts? What? Okay, that's very interesting. I flew like... Yeah, not recently, but... They removed the charts from Navigraph. Wow. Well... That's why you don't have them in chart box, probably. Let me try some. If like in the... MSFS flight planner... Incredible. Man, there is some problem in the area or what? Look at this, they remove everything. Wow. So yeah. I wouldn't be able myself to fly there. Yeah, but this is very interesting. I didn't know that. Wow. Okay. I think if you search online, you can find some. Yeah, but looks very strange. I mean, yeah, maybe they can't. I don't know, some new country regulation, but Paro charts. I heard nothing about that. It's strange because so many people. Navigraph. No longer available. Yeah. Yeah. From the 7th September 2020. 2020. Look at this. The search function works well. Yeah, apparently they removed the. There was also a YouTube video. I mean, look at this. Paro Airport nav data and charts no longer available. Wow. Yeah, I wrote it wrong, but that's incredible. What I'm missing, I mean, like, you can fly. I mean, do you have the procedure in your MCD or not? Okay, not really. I mean, okay, let's keep it on for now. Let's enjoy the place in the meantime. And we should check ourselves the arrival soon. Yeah, it's a short fly. Pretty short fly. Wow, look at this place. Wow, I like the quality. As always, around the world, it's really good. In Alps, yeah. No, usually that's a country regulation. For example, also in China, many airports doesn't have charts available because of, yeah, they don't want to share. They don't want to share charts. And but yeah, I do have Navigraph date, so I don't think I have any arrival there, probably, because I do have Navigraph data in my Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yeah, but to me, I mean, it's kind of impossible land Paro in without charts. It's super hard. I mean, it's very hard with charts because you have to get at the visual point. The approach is visual basically, because they are now bring you at some. Yeah, I mean a waypoint specific, and from there you have to do a couple of turn and land. Yeah, land by yourself. I did land in Paro. It was super hard. Let me show you Instagram. Let me see if I can find very quickly the real. Ah, yeah, I was still in Spain, I guess. Also, I mean, back in. Ah, yeah, there we go. Outside. Okay, no music. Yes, it looks super weird in the PC. Yeah, because the runway is high, it's hidden basically. So it's no, you can't spot it. I was also a little upset. Hard landing, classic, but it's fine in Paro to hard land. But yeah. If you don't have any charts, it's no. Yeah, it's impossible from my opinion. Give a try. Oh, if you do have if you have enough track in your MCDU, you can select like nav 33. I don't remember the VOR. There is a VOR. There is a VOR. Is this? Can be. There is some no, this is. I don't remember. Okay. But anyway, speaking of charts, we do have to plan our landing, which is gonna be runway 07 right, Addis Ababa. We don't have any traffic, yeah. So this is the approach. Mekele-Addis arrival into Awash, 14,000 feet, speed 220 knots, and from there is an ILS for yeah. Okay. For sure. Yeah. Okay, air nav then. Yeah, hopefully it's gonna work properly. Wow, look at this. Wow, super interesting approach. We do have this peak on close to final. We have to dodge it. Wow. And the Zulu. I'm gonna go with the Yankee. So yeah, very cool. Okay, 14,000 feet there. Then after Awash we can descend 10,500, 9,800, 9,300, and then we're gonna intercept that exit the vertical path, vertical deviation. How it's called in the 777, I don't remember. But yeah, it's gonna be something like that. Which is also, yeah, it's also a way for us to test the air nav capability of this plane, because you never know. You never know. This is not our destination, thank you. So super interesting. Today they are actually landing in real life with in runway 07 right. Awash transition Mekele 12 Mekele. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we can go direct. Okay. Wow, 54 lots of wind. So it's gonna be very interesting approach today. Also, Addis Ababa is pretty epic to land, in any case. Oh yeah, today with this nav approach, yeah, can be quite sharp to do. We're gonna see if the plane is gonna behave properly. Let me load the flight plan even here. Okay. Yeah, top of the sun is in 80 miles. And we're going pretty fast, as usually we do in the 777. Look at this machine, by the way. Look, what a day, also. Yeah, again, last time we flew here was completely covered by clouds. Today we are full clear skies. Way, way different to fly like this. What was that? Okay, it's Ethiopian. Benvenuti. Benvindo. Benvindo. Is this Portuguese? There is no Spanish. Italian. French. I can't see English as well. I can't. Wow, look at this. This is equal. Pretty cool. Oh wow. You did a crazy. Let me see your. You land this runway. Oh my god. Criminal. That's a criminal way to approach Paro, runway 15. Usually when you land, no, it's not 15, it's runway, no wait, it is 50, yeah, it is 15. You approach this way, running 33, and then you overfly the airport, you do a turn, and then you land. That's the approach runway 15 in real life, which is extremely difficult, one of the most difficult approach in the world. Runway 33 is very difficult, runway 15. Did you smash the plane? This is crazy stuff to do. Yeah, it's kind of logical what you did. Ah, yeah. But that's a big news, by the way. Wow. Not having Paro charts? It's incredible. I mean, it's one of those extremely important airports for the community, like Kaitak, like Innsbruck. I don't know. Yeah, Calvi. Yeah, Calvi is a little less famous, but you can see in the chart in the Volanta challenges. The where is? Yeah. The iconic Princess Juliana, of course, Luc Laparo, Cushvel, Gibraltar. What was this? Fly into Svalbard. Ah, yeah, of course. And then this is. Wow, this is in Brazil, Miami. To Ibiza. No, okay. What is that? Fly from Miami to Ibiza. Okay. Dubrovnik. Okay. Dubrovnik, not really. Princess Juliana, of course. Yeah, Paro is very hard. There are others. If you like this kind of very challenging landing, I have many airports to suggest. The problem is that some of them is just kind of a specific approach, which on VATSIM not always you can do, of course. 40 miles to from top of descent. Okay. Yeah, let's set the minima in the meantime. Okay. Yeah, can we set the barometric? Let me see how long it takes. Because it's 8,250. No, it's gonna take forever. I'm gonna set up the radio minima, even if it's not a radio minima, but whatever. 635. Oops. Okay, 635. All right, let's go. Nice. What a place, by the way. I'm really liking this area. So my plans for the future, it's a long flight, so I will see. Because you know that I'm not really loving doing, I mean, at least right now, Yeah, the community is very small, so it's quite boring also for me. But yeah, in the future would be great. I want to do this flight here. Okay, not there, but whatever. But basically to Kilimanjaro. This airport, of course. Yeah, it's a 2-hour flight, so yeah. But yeah, can be an option for the future of this plane rotation. Ethiopian goes there, and Ethiopian, as many other I discovered today, they do this flight here. Zanzibar, okay, not many other, but some of them. Also France, maybe. Zanzibar to Kilimanjaro. Ethiopian does it, and also Turkish, for example. I guess also Air France. Not sure. Really? No, I've just been in North Africa. Wow, what a place, by the way. Yeah, Ethiopia, I mean, it's very famous for geology, of course. It's a very famous country for that. They have some, yeah, incredible geological areas. Oops. Okay, we are about to descend. So we didn't calculate the. Yeah. Okay, let's wait for that. Wow. Yeah, Zanzibar. I saw some. I saw a famous vlogger on Zanzibar. It was cool. That looks like a very cool place. Yeah, this is a short flight to do, but yeah, bringing this plane to Kilimanjaro, I really need motivation. Yeah, I really need motivation. Okay, we're about to descend. Yeah, as soon as we start descending, we can calculate landing performance and set up the auto brake. Which is gonna happen now. I need VNav here. VNav page. Okay, let's go down. Next page. 250. Wow. Okay, speed is okay. So, performance and route. 07 right. Reverse. Auto brake 3. Let's try with auto brake 3. Wow. It's okay, man. No, auto brake. Yeah, auto brake 3 is gonna work. So auto brake 3 set and confirm on the checklist. Landing data VREF minima. Minima is set. VREF is gonna be this. Okay, approach briefing is done already. And altimeter when it's time. The altimeter there is 1029er. So let's set up the standby. Perfect. Okay. All right. Can we descend to? Okay, flight level 160 actually. Okay, let's go down 20,000 feet. Terrain on. Zoom in. Are pretty close actually to the area. What a place, by the way. Incredible place. Would be great to, yeah, unfortunately I don't think there are many airports around here, but it would be great to fly with small planes, because if you see here, yeah, there are a few. There is, at least in Sky Vector, which is not really reliable for small airfield. There is this one and this one here. Yeah, in the area we are now, there is nothing. There is this one. Yeah, maybe from Volanta you can spot some other. Yeah, look at that. Ah no, this one is the one we saw. Yeah, but very interesting. Very, very interesting place. Okay, vertical path is catching us. It looks like we are super high to me. I want to see the plane what it does. Looks like we are super high to me. But we'll see. Okay, we should definitely increase our descent rate. Okay, 1500. Yeah, because the green banana is not even there. Okay, let's go. 1800. Okay, green banana appearing now. Okay, maybe it's fine, I don't know. 2000 feet per minute. Okay. Yeah, even more. Well. Yeah, even more. 2200 then. Yeah, you know that I don't like to descend with enough, so I'm trying to match the. Okay. We are recovering it. Let's well, we're recovering it pretty fast. Let's recover it and yeah, slow down the descent. So we are already in the area. We should spot some. There is a couple of volcano. Oh wow, the volcano actually is the Mekele-Addis is the. This is the mountains we are dodging on final. Very interesting. Which could be that. Could be that or that. I don't know. Maybe it's this one in front of us. I'm not sure. Oops. Okay. Okay, let's reduce the descent rate. Since we are overshooting the vertical path. Which is very optimistic to me, but yeah, whatever. Ah, well, we do have a constraint. Well, there is no indeed. Yeah, sure, of course. I was watching the wrong arrival. Yeah, 240 is the constraint. Which is in the... No, wait a second. No. It's 1900. Okay. 1900 set. Okay. Yeah, we are overshooting it. Let's slow down the descent. Wow. Very beautiful. I really like the satellite photos. I really like the terrain model. We are quite high still, so it's really good. Really good. Look at this place. Wow. Really good. Yeah, on the turn. Okay, yeah, we are okay. So 1900 until Alpha Bravo 403. And then we can descend 14,000 and then we're gonna switch to the approach. Of course. Yeah, we're okay on the vertical speed. Yeah, we're fine. It's okay, like this. We're a little bit lower on the vertical path, but it's fine. We have to slow down and everything, so we're gonna adjust later in case we're dropping too much. I mean, we can't drop too much because we do have the constraint there, so no. It's not gonna be a concern, of course. Okay, altimeter is not set. Transition altitude in here is okay, 14,000 feet. So yeah, probably this is the volcano we are dodging. The airport, yeah, the airport is this one. Should be that one. Yeah. So we're gonna turn right and then dodge this volcano or inactive volcano, whatever, and back to final and land. This is part of the procedure. We're not, we're not doing anything strange, of course. It's just a procedure. Airport is pretty high. 7,500 feet, something more than that. So yeah, pretty interesting place. There is a traffic on ground. Okay. All right. Good to know it. Yeah, this is the city, of course, and that's the airport. I'm pretty sure that that's the airport. What a day, by the way. Incredible weather. So it's few clouds, 2,500 actually. 9 knots of headwind on final. It's gonna be fine. About to turn. Yeah, we're gonna land in the. Let me see here. Yeah, in 15 minutes. According to our FMC calculator, which is quite exact usually. Wow. Look at those slopes. Plateau. This is a river, of course. Wow. Wow, look at that. There is a quite interesting mountain there. On the turn. Look at this. Okay, we're super going. Yeah. Oh, we are on the vertical path again. Okay. Very interesting. Sink the heading. Yeah, now. Oh, wow. A lot of reduction on the wind, actually. We had 54 knots on cruise. Now it's just 10, basically. Okay, headwind anyway, so it's gonna help us. It's surprising that on ground we do have the wind completely on the opposite direction. Yeah, that's the airport for sure. 100%. That's the airport. So we are kind of a very strange downwind at the moment. It's not a downwind, of course, but yeah, as you can see here, there is this. The procedure is a little bit weird because we do have a. Okay, it's this one here. We do have a mountain. We do have an inactive volcano on final, so we're gonna have to dodge it and then rejoin the final properly. Okay. So according to the green banana, we're not gonna make fly level 190. So in this case, we can just descend 140. Okay. Which is the next constraint. There we have it. All right. And speed, yeah, we should start thinking about speed as well. Soon we're gonna do it. Traffic still on ground. No flight plan. Okay, he does have a flight plan. It's a cargo flight. Very interesting. Hopefully it's not gonna take off on the opposite direction. Okay, I'm gonna slow down 250 knots already. The approach speed was 135. What? Yeah, 136. 136 approach speed. Okay. Wow, what a place. Again, I'm gonna say this 20 times, but it's incredible. And very good quality of the terrain. Yeah, sometimes, in South America, in some areas, not incredible. Also in Europe, honestly. Here I'm liking it. And this is the problem we have on final. Okay, continue descending. Landing lights on. Yeah, we are high, but again, the airport is high as well. So we are basically a little more than 10,000 feet above the airport at this point. I'm gonna do all the procedure, of course, because we are surrounded by elevation. Even if we do have nice view on the on visual on the terrain, we could cut off a little bit for sure. Okay, let's just do it like this. So after Awash descending 10,500 feet. Yeah. That's the plan. And we have to slow down. As soon as we level off, we have to slow down. Yeah. I'm wondering if I should... yeah. Maybe I want to expedite the descent a little bit. Yeah, I definitely want to expedite the descent. So I can slow down. So I think we are almost at idle, honestly. Yeah, but let me expedite the descent a little bit. Alright. Landing lights are on already. Altimeter. Okay, let's set it. It's time. Ah, wow. Okay, that's very interesting then. 2000. Speed brake armed. Okay. Yeah, of course. We should have thought about the altimeter as well. Because now we are a little bit high, but it's okay. We're gonna recover. We are already recovering. Okay, let me prepare also the external view. Wow, it's incredible when you fly PMDG how smooth it is, the plane, how good is the the performance of the sim. Incredibly good. Alright, 1,000 feet to go, and let's slow down 220 knots. Okay. Alright. Now we are entering the approach the approach phase. I don't know if I can I go to yeah, because the real final is exit. Okay, go around 40,500. 14,500. We are gonna level off. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, look at this is so basically the runway is right behind this. Again, this volcano here. I can't see it now, but it's there. Okay, on the turn. 10,500. And yeah, vertical speed. Let's go down immediately. I have no idea. I'm not planning to buy anything at the moment, so yeah, I didn't check at all. Maybe, I mean, usually there are, I guess. You should check. It really depends on what you want, of course. Oh, okay, this guy took off. Let me see. Okay, just use the wrong runway. Very interesting. Perfect. You know that I love people doing this, but whatever. Great. If you fly on VATSIM, please check the active runway. It's literally, it's like, look at this. Check the active runway. Okay, 1, 2, 3 seconds. Okay, I was already in the airport, but literally 3 seconds, and you can clearly see that people are landing and taking off. Okay, this is not a takeoff, but are landing 07, so yeah. Because it's full of people using wrong runway in these days on VATSIM. It's just incredible. You just have to open flights rather 10 seconds. In busy airport, 10 seconds is you are done. I can understand in small one where you have maybe to check a track of a flight that landed half an hour ago. This is time spending and whatever, but yeah, if it's a big airport, literally 10 seconds and you can take off from the proper runway, not 2. Interesting stuff, let's say. But it's okay. Speed on up. Wow. Oh boy. Look at this. Way more interesting approaching 07 right, by the way. Oh my god, again. Okay. So in this case, I'm gonna drop flaps. Speed check. Oops. No, wait a sec. Not speed check. Flaps 1. Speed on 1. On the turn. Wow. Look at this. Look at this with the volcano here. It's old, of course, but very cool still. Still very cool. And this is Addis Ababa in front of us. Terrain is on. We can descend 9,800 now. Okay. If I press approach, what happened? No, hold. No, vertical speed, please. Okay, come on. Yeah, my bad. Sorry. Why are we climbing? Plane, I really need you to go down right now. Otherwise it would be a big problem. I really need you to go down. Yeah, it's my bad, of course. Speed check, gear down. Okay. Wow, what a monster, by the way. Is the 777. Okay, I'm inside. Yeah, we are high now, of course, because I pressed the... Okay, approach. Localizer and glide slope. Okay, this is already not promising at all. You know that I have a lot of problem, honestly, with the 777. So we're not gonna have enough. So let's go visual. Let's go visual. We are crashing. Okay. Yeah. No, we're not crashing, but speed check flaps 5. Yeah, I need to fly the plane. Autopilot. Okay, this is completely visual. Last check to this place. The place is really cool. I wanted to give a better view on that, but I can't. Okay. Ooh. Not as fast, please. Okay, I need to... Yeah, it's super complicated because I have to fly the plane and set up the auto throttle at the same time. Speed on 15. Ignore the flight director. Flight director off, actually, if I can't smash, please.
1,000.
Okay. Laps. Yeah, it's super difficult to... okay. To do everything. Okay, 136. Okay. We are set. Nice. No puppy. On top of that, very interesting.
Minimums.
Continue. That's okay.
500. 400. 300.
Very gently.
200. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Touchdown reverse. Alright, 60 reversing, manual braking. Alright. Yeah, we had this problem many times on the 777, unfortunately. But it is what it is. If you can do an ILS approach, don't do a nav. Okay, we can cross. Anybody around? Nobody around. Ups up. Yeah, for me the problem is that I can't show around. Wait a sec, because here the airport is broken for what I remember, so yeah, we will need to backtrack a little bit. Yeah, let's backtrack. There is nobody, so I forgot the. Well, wait, was in auto? Should be on. Okay. All right. Let's go to park. So the ILS worked perfectly here because I did the approach offline one day when I was trying the plane. So the ILS was working fine, but yeah, the nav apparently. Yeah, when you see localizer and glide slope, and you have an nav approach, that means that there is some problem for sure. Because you should get glide path. Yeah, the airport is, yeah, it's really poor quality, unfortunately. But it is what it is. If you start, can I close this? Again, as always, would be great to have scenery gateway in MSFS to make this default airport very improved. APU starting, running turn off, nose lights, and landing lights and strobes off. So we had this problem quite many times at this point. We have this problem in Malta with the 200ER. We had this problem with the 300ER in Bordeaux. And today in Ethiopia. Okay. Yeah, I'm taxing randomly, but whatever. The airport is very random itself, so. Look at this. Wow, what a context, by the way. Incredible place. Alright, welcome to Addis Ababa. And APU is running. Door. Okay, we should disarm the door on stand, of course, but yeah. I'm gonna do it now. Disarm. Okay. Let's park here. Slow down. Taxi lights off. Let's go. Our big ass. This part of the airport is not that bad, honestly, but yeah. The rest, yeah. It's really annoying. Okay. Oops. Alright. Parking brake set. It is set. No, it is not. Set now. Engine off. Transponder off. Very cool area, by the way. That was the landing. Yeah, it's very good actually, since we had to switch to a visual approach at the very last. And this can goes off. Hydraulic can goes off. Okay. Then chokes, ground power unit, ground power connected, APU off, fuel pump off apart from the APU fuel pump, and let's wait. Okay, request, and request. Alright, big enough. Yeah, everything looks fine. Let's go outside. Yeah, that was cool overall. I mean, there is just this problem with your nav approach sometimes. Also the Phoenix, you know, also in the Phoenix in 20, I guess it's a sim problem. Because, yeah, overall I see many planes struggle with their nav. Unfortunately. Phoenix as well. Especially if there are procedures that you should land with. But yeah, it is what it is. Luckily we had a clear skies day, otherwise we would have gone around and used the ILS. With 10 knots of tailwind. It's okay, the 777 can land with 10 knots of tailwind. Okay, so thank you very much. I'm wondering something I want to check now because, yeah, you know, this long range plane is really long range. So why Ethiopian does he have it? Do they do long routing or is just but they do long flight for sure. Look at this. Chicago. Okay, they don't go directly to Tokyo. But they go to Tokyo. Oh well, okay. I'm wondering how long is this? Kilo Ord. Yeah, that's a long flight, but it, yeah, maybe the 200LR can do it as well. I don't know, I'm not sure. It's a long flight, by the way. But yeah, okay. This is it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I wish you a nice evening and see you next